If you know you're gonna be triggered, escape this video immediately. Cow leg, beans, rice, yam, egg. Are you triggered? Don't be. I don't know if we're selling the child. Please, can we leave traditions back in 2000? Hello my beautiful people. Today I'm in a different position, but it's the same me. You know, it's our channel, it's not my channel. And I have my plant representing here, I have my lamp representing. Today I have so much to say. I have so much to say, but before I start talking, just like you know, I talk too much. I'm just going to do my brows off camera. Yay, I have new products to try. This one has been out for a while, this Huda Beauty one, but that's not what we're going to be talking about. Is this one, if I spent Fenty Beauty, this is their freestyle cream bronzer. I spent my money on these, so if they don't represent, might have to sue Fenty Beauty. I'm joking. Also note that every single thing I say in this video is censored because these are my opinions and not anything that I'm putting on someone and saying this is how it should be or this is how it shouldn't be. And you're free to comment in the comment section. There's one particular thing I'm going to talk about first before I start talking about the whole black thing that's been going on recently and my own view as a Nigerian of the whole situation. Let me do my brows. I'll come back and tell you guys what I'm going to be talking about before I talk about that one. This is a slightly serious video, so get a cup of tea. It's gonna have some banter in it, but at the same time we're gonna be serious. I'm back. Just in case you guys are wondering, my hair is from Coco Bay Hair on Instagram. Check it out. Anyways, I'm going to be talking about sensitive matters. So if you know you're very sensitive, my darling, please, if you know you're gonna be triggered, escape this video immediately because I'm not sparing anybody, be you white or black or white, any direction it comes in. I'm not gonna spare anybody. I'm gonna speak it how it comes from my heart. First one is something that I feel not a lot of people talk about, and I feel like these are matters that we need to discuss. Africans, sit down. No, Nigerians, please take a seat and let's discuss this. We're talking about bride price. Yes, I said it, bride price. Are you triggered? Don't be. If you want to know how I do my brows, please I have a whole video on how I do my brows on YouTube. The discussion I have today is not really one that I'm willing to compromise for fine makeup. I'm also going to be telling you guys how I'm doing my makeup because some of you said, Diuto, you've not told us how you do your makeup recently. I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm doing. With these kind of videos, I like to target both boys and girls. So like I don't really like talking about makeup as I'm doing them because I know boys are really not interested in the makeup, so they just see me on this fridge. Anyways, I'm talking about bride price. Basically, if you're not Nigerian, in Nigeria there's something called bride price, and when they say bride price, it can come in form of bought items or in form of money or even both ways. It's called dowry or bride price. So it's basically paid by the groom's side of the family, mostly from the groom. Actually, he brings the money, brings all the things he's bringing to like claim the woman as his own, and then he pays the bride price on the woman's head. Now the woman moves into his house and she's feeling like, okay, my husband has paid my bride price, I'm now his, which is a very weird thing. I don't know if bride price goes back into the Bible, if there's any place in the Bible where men had to pay dowry for their wives, but these things are usually traditions, and I don't know what is wrong with Nigerian parents and traditions. Please, can we leave traditions back in 2000? I don't know what they're still doing here now. I don't understand. We should leave traditions for our grandparents that have died. I don't understand why the flip were being paid for to be married. Like, I do not respect that tradition at all because I don't get it. Now, I understand that our parents have really trained us and they've paid for us to go to school and for us to do this one and do that one. It's justifiable that you're saying, okay, any man that's come to collect my daughter should really be ready and should know that he has to have money, because if you're coming for my child, please make sure you're able to take care of my child. That's where I understand this bride price thing from. I'm using a different brown color now, using the deeper color at the end. But looking further into it, where Igbos especially start requesting cow leg, beans, rice, yam, egg, all the ingredients that are not supposed to be in the bride price. See the list they give these men to bring as bride price. I don't know if we're selling the child. That's how there's some women in their husband's houses now in Nigeria that obviously they got married a while ago when this bride price thing was very serious and deep, and Now some of these men have it in their heads that I've paid your bride price, I've bought you off, so better come to my house and respect me and clean the house. I'm not saying a woman should not be submissive to her husband. The Bible even clearly says it. I'm going to put it on the screen. The Bible says that the woman was made for the man, not the man for the woman. But it does not justify us being slaves to the men because they've paid bride price. You not buy me, you just gave my parents money to show I am worthy of taking care of a child, or I have enough resources to take care of the child and the family for now. Hopefully nothing goes wrong in the future. Do you understand? So that's where I understand it from. I do not just like the idea of bride price. I'm going to say my own truth. I don't like the idea, and I'll never like the idea. I just feel like it's a very backward minded thing. Apparently this is also slightly a culture in Korea as well. I'm just going to touch into that. It's like what I heard is that when they get married, the guy's parents usually buy the house, and then the girl's parents buy the things that are in the house. That's all the pots, couches. So I'm now wondering, why is it the case in Nigeria where the man has to bring everything? I don't understand. Why does the man's side of the family have to bring everything? We're women, yes, we're priceless. They're men, they're also priceless. If there's bride price, there should be groom price. And then where I have a problem with Nigerian parents is when they start guilt shaming you or guilt tripping you. Let me tell you how Nigerian parents not to guilt trip their children. Basically, they'll come with the idea of don't dress this way, don't dress that way, your bride price will reduce. And I'm like, no, please, let's hear what. Like, I don't understand what you mean by your bride price will reduce. I'm not saying Nigerian parents have issues. Like, for real, bride price, how much is it? You will hear some men shouting, oh, your bride price is this, your bride price, I paid your parents. You know what? I'm sending you back to your parents and they should pay me back my money.
Shut up your mouth, my friend. What do you know?
No, when you came to marry me, we never discussed that. That was not part of the contract. But my parents brought it into the contract. And that's where there's always an issue. And it's now like, I'm being paid for. No, I don't agree with bride price, and I will never agree with it. If you guys have any other understanding of this bride price thing, please can you let me know in the comment section. Let me just add orange to it. And let me do my eyeliner and then come back. I'm going to just wear my lashes off camera. These are the lashes. Kikoku. I'm back. I'm done. I am ready to continue my gist. Okay, so I'm going to do my face. I know not a lot of people like using primers. Ooh, that British accent, baby. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I use very little. I've been using this for like 2 years straight now, and I tell you, it has lasted, and it will last me for 1 more year. I can bet you. Now let's move to the next thing, because I don't want to spend all my time talking about bride price. But now I'm gonna be using my foundation, and this foundation is the Maybelline Dream Liquid. Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid. They've changed their formula like 5 times. Maybelline, please can you tell me what exactly you're doing? And this one has finished. See the problem? I was going to stores, seeing this foundation everywhere. Quarantine came, all the foundation. I'm gonna use this. I'm going to buy the NARS Radiance Creamy Foundation, but when I looked at the price tag, my eye opened. I say, Lord, after morning. I kind of feel like I wasted my money on this Fenty Beauty thing. I'm a bit skeptical about it because I actually feel like it's a waste of money. You know what? I'm not going to use it in this video, but I'm looking at it and it's like it's not making sense to me how I spent that amount of money on that product. So I'm not going to open it. I feel like I'm going to return it to Sephora. Stephanie? Oh, Stephanie. Yes, to the main issue for today, let's talk about. I know nobody wants to hear about it. I'm using my Sigma flat kabuki brush to brush this into my skin. I got this brush like years ago, and I think it's lasted me for a while now. I'm going to make sure that I see it according to how I view it as a Nigerian, because I'm not Black American and I can't claim to see it the way they see it. But I'm going to give you guys my own ideas about this situation. At this point, the number of people that have been battered by policemen or killed in the sense of, oh, we are scared. What do you mean you're scared? I don't understand when it comes to this situation when a policeman says, I'm scared. You signed a contract to go and search for criminals. That's your job. Why are you scared?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Okay, it's valid, you're a human being, you should be scared for your life. But this person is armless. Like, this person does not have any arms on him, nothing. This guy was intentionally putting pressure on his neck. Like, I swear that was the first thing my eyes saw, the pressure he was putting on his neck. And this is where your arteries and all your veins and every blood vessel connected to your brain passes through. And that policeman knew what he was doing. Like, that's the thing that's paining me the most. He knew what he was doing. Not that the ones that have killed people in the past don't know what they're doing. Of course they know what they're doing. I feel like this one just hit different. The moment we start understanding that we're all human beings, and regardless of our skin color, God loves all of us the same way. Do you know what's crazy? When I was in Nigeria, you know how when white people, you're not from Nigeria, I don't know if this happens in your country, but whenever, don't use the word white, whenever Caucasians or white people come into our country, we almost treat them as if they're still our rulers. The respect they give them at the airports, the respect they give them when they're coming into our country is as if this is the same way they treat us when we come out. But no, it's a completely utterly different way they treat us when we come into their country. I'm not going to lie to you, I've experienced racism. In the UK, I experienced it at the highest point I've ever experienced it. But in Canada here, people are racist, but they're very low-key about it. That's one thing about Canadians. I'm going to say it. Do you know what's crazy? They don't even own this country that they're racist over. I don't get it. Because we've kept quiet for so long. Then we had Malcolm X. They had Martin Luther King to speak for them. And they spoke for them. But now, it's as if like we don't exactly have someone that's up there to like speak for us. So the rage has carried on. With the way they treat white people in our country, Nigeria, I feel like we treat them as if God created us differently from them. And that's not the case. It is absolutely not the case. And of course, nobody's going to tell me that they don't understand that there's a difference in skin color. I mean, obviously, we can see the difference. But nobody really cared about that until they started acting this way towards us. I mean, this started a long time ago when slave trade was a thing. It's no more like slave trade where we can't speak. This one is we can speak, but they're still killing us. Like an hour ago, basically, there was this white guy. He was talking from the Bible's point of view of how Pharaoh didn't let the Egyptians go and God struck Egypt with locusts and all these things. And you're looking at what is happening now, and what happened back then in the Bible was due to the fact that the Israelites were growing in numbers, and all of a sudden Pharaoh was like, if these people increase to the point where they're more than our own people, they're going to actually fight us back and they're going to like take authority. And so Pharaoh took it upon himself to ask that every male child that was Israeli then should be killed. And you're seeing the same thing happening right now. This is why I love the Bible, because everything that's happening now has happened. Go back to the Bible, you find it. Everything, name it. God is a very just God. He does not have his favorites. He does not have people that he hates. God loves every single person equally. And that is why I don't understand why we're looking at our skin tones and judging each other that way. Before, when this whole corona thing started, everybody turned towards the Asian people. They were like, oh, people brought the corona. All of a sudden now it has changed from Asian people to us black people being oppressed again. So now we're in a situation where black people are no more just suffering coronavirus, which is already on its own a serious pandemic. We're now suffering a second pandemic called, which should not be happening right now in our lives. We're past that stage where we need to be explaining to white people why they should not treat us the way they treat us. Do you understand? It doesn't make sense. Because I'm Nigerian, let me even say because I'm Nigerian, because I am me, and I've never taken offense when people say nigger. Like, I did not really get the anger behind when, let's say, a white person with his black friends mistakenly calls his black friend a nigger. Even if this person has been very nice to you, I did not understand at that point. But now, I'm seeing how things are like growing and the whole situation is getting out of hand. I'm just like, what in the flipping heck is going on? I don't understand why we're being seen as inferior to them. We have a voice. We're human beings. Every single person is a human being. As long as you have the breath of life, you have no right to fight against anybody because they have a different skin color. I've never looked at a white person and said, you don't deserve this because you're white. I've never in my heart thought of something like that. I look at every single person and I'm like, wow, we have different skin colors, we have different faces, we're from different places, we're experiencing our different cultures together. Why can't we live in peace? Why is it a problem? Why? And I hope God helps them to solve this situation, because even burning down things, I even believe that it might not even change the situation. But guess what? I feel like in the next few years, this racism will continue. Why? Because you see some white people online saying that the number of white people that get killed by policemen in a year is higher than the number of black people that get killed by policemen in a year. How do you justify that? Where did you get your metrics from? Get your facts right, because that is a lie. Let me take you guys back again. This is not just happening in America. I hope you know. It's happening in China against Nigerians too. Sorry, I'm going to actually use this Easy Bake Loose Powder by Huda Beauty. This is in the shade Blondie, and I actually got it recently. I'm just going to try it out. I've not been using any other products apart from drugstore products on my channel, and I feel like you guys need to start seeing more products on this channel, because if I continue just using the same products, it's very boring and dry. Ooh, okay, Huda Beauty, freshly baked. I like this packaging. It's cute. My friend Phoebe recommended this product to me, so Phoebe, if this is too light for me, I'm going to kill you. Oh. I've actually been using the Sasha Buttercup for a while now, and it's still remaining. I've used it for like 2 years. I say I don't do makeup often, but now I'm going to try it. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Hopefully it looks nice. Oh, I already like the consistency. If you're my skin tone, this is in the shade Blondie, and this actually is my perfect shade for under my eyes. Yes, honey. Oh, nah, this was sent from heaven, bruv. Look at this flawless finish. Oh my god, I'm actually gassed. What the flip? What is this powder? Bro. Wow. Oh, this thing smells so good. And it sets so well. Oh my gosh. Always use a damn beauty blender. I'm going to be using the same James Charles palette I used for my eyes for it. That's it stuff. This I'm going to use. Yeah. I'm going to be using this brush from Sigma. It's a tapered face brush. It adds this bronzy effect on my cheeks that I like. Are you seeing? It's warming up my cheeks now. If this guy killed Donald Trump, he will not be let off. He will definitely not be let off. So there's no way one person's life should be treated as important and another person's life should not be treated as important. What are you a police for? What are you in the police? See, they need to actually look through these police forces again and for real say, okay, this person does not belong to the police force and this person should not be part of the police force, because I don't understand why some of these policemen are even allowed to carry guns in the first place, because some of them really, they are not worth carrying. Those guns are even better than them. All the lipsticks I use on my channel are from Zamo Cosmetics in the UK. All of them, like every single lipstick you see me use, Zamo Cosmetics. If I mistakenly use something that is not from Zamo Cosmetics, probably from Elf. My battery is about to die. I'm just going to wrap up this video. Say thank you for watching to this point. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. Yay! Subscribe and turn on your post notification bells, because we are not here to leave, we're here to stay. And also, if you have your opinions, put them below. Please don't judge my own opinions, because these are my own personal opinions. Thank you very much for respecting that, and I'll see you soon. Adios. Mwah.